Hey, this is Garry Dean, PremiumCustomDetailing.com in Tampa, Florida. I'm here today with a 2008 Porsche 911 Turbo, and I'm going to be doing a complete interior detail, conditioning all the leather, cleaning all the carpets, all the nooks and crannies and stuff, getting the top all cleaned and sealed. I'm also going to be doing a bit of paint protective film removal. You can see how it's all over the place. Anyway, the lines look disgusting, and I personally do not like paint protective film. You can see how nasty and hazy this film is just because of the wash techniques that were used. This is actually the haziness on the paint versus this area is just the paint protective film. I haven't done anything to this car at all. It just literally showed up this way. So I haven't washed it or clayed it or anything. You can see how hazy it is. And then you've got your paint protective film. So the paint looks just like the film. You got your regular brake dust and stuff on the wheels, nothing fancy. I'm gonna get those calipers looking nice, the fender wells, the wheels, all that stuff. The wheels kind of gross, but nothing I can't handle. Again, haziness all over the car. Try to restore some clarity. I'm going to do a couple stages of polishing. I'll do a compounding stage and then a polishing stage, and then I will be Opti guarding this vehicle. So I'm going to get on the paint protective film removal because I'm sure that's going to take me hours upon hours, and get those tips straightened out. I pulled the license plate off as well as the plate that was behind it. You can see how gross that is. So 2008 911 Turbo. He says he drives it hard, so I can definitely appreciate that. You should drive a red 911 Turbo extremely hard. He said he's got, I think he said he's chipped it, header and exhaust. So that would amplify the 480 horsepower from the factory. So I'm sure this thing's a bad man. I'm going to be taking off that front lip there and all the paint protective film again. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. See you peeps in a bit. Oh, it's so hot in Florida. I'm removing the paint protective film from this beast, and it is a time-consuming, pain-in-the-butt job. But you can see how much nicer the fresh paint underneath the film looks. You can see the yellowing of the film. It's taken away from the color of the paint, and you can see all the haze versus nice and clean. It's got some of my sweat all over it, but other than that, it's coming along. So I'm gonna have to go back and get any and all residue that I don't get to come off with the film, like this stuff right here. I have to get all that stuff off with Goo Gone or whatever, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I just want to say how much removing paint protective film sucks. Removed all this film off the headlights, and it's leaving behind every ounce of frickin' residue ever. But I was able to safely remove all of the film and all of that on this side, so no big deal. It's just a pain in my butt. Goodness gracious, I hate removing paint protective film. But you know what? It's got to be done. So see all that yellowing? I don't know if you notice, it's just a slight yellowing, so This film's actually been on here since '08, so not too bad. It just, I hate the yellowing. I don't like the mess it leaves. I just don't love paint protective film. But I'm going to proceed with removing it because we're not going to reinstall it. It's my pre-soak for my Garry Dean wash method. Yeah, that's me. Lots of lubrication. That's the key to a proper wash. So now that I've lubricated, I'm going to go ahead into my wash method. Well, the next step after pre-soak for the Garry Dean wash method is, and we're going to do this and not buff out the final wipe because I am going to be polishing after this. So I'll get the panel clean. This is just to show how you can use my wash method during prep. Get it clean, and then you can do another pre-soak. So it's clean and dry. Pre-soak it again, and you could go right into the Speedy Prep towel and prep the surface. Make sure it's free of any and all contaminants. Again, you're not pressing down on this at all. You're dragging it across the surface just like you would the wash media, just to get all the contaminants off the surface. And that's silky smooth right there. Yep, nice and smooth. So, remove the contaminants with the Speedy Prep towel and go right into the drying process again with the damp microfiber. And I would just wipe that again after I wring this towel out, just get any and all residue off. But I'll be polishing this car. I'll be compounding and then polishing. So water spots aren't a big deal for this particular process that I'm going to use. So that is the Garry Dean wash method. Pre-soak, use microfiber towels in a bucket, put the microfiber that you used to wash to the side. After lubrication diminishes or you run out of sides, whichever one comes first, and then you would pre-soak again after you dry to decontaminate and then dry again. And then after that you could buff to a high shine and then apply a sealant if what you use to decontaminate does not mar the paint. So definitely look out for marring from the Speedy Prep towel. But it's not a problem for what I use it for. I don't go direct to sealant or wax from using that. I only use that when I know that I'm going to polish right after. Here you go. This is before. Actually, this is after I cleaned the exhaust tips very well with my Tiger's Blood all-purpose cleaner, diluted 4 parts water, 1 part product. And you can see that it cleaned them up pretty good, but it still left a ton of residue all over the exhaust tips. But after my Robo Shine, which is my all metal and chrome polish, they look absolutely fantastically amazing. So I'm going to get to the other side. They look amazing. Alright, I'm about to get started with the polishing on this Porsche. And I'm using the microfiber correction system from Meguiard's. This is the W67 professional backing plate. I'm going to use this on speed 5. I have questioned the fact that my G110 V2 here is as powerful as most out there. I don't know. I mean, the reason I love Meguiar's is because not only do they have fantastic products, but their customer service is definitely some of the best in the industry, that's for sure. So I called and asked if mine was low in power, and I did a video, and I'll post that just to get your opinions. But I'm going to give it a shot again today, see what I can do. This Porsche paint is pretty soft. I've already pre-primed my pad, as you can see. And I just added a few more dots to get this fender corrected. This is a 2008 Porsche 911 Turbo. And just to give you an example of what it is that I specialize in, I specialize in taking nasty, swirled up paint. As you can see, all the swirl marks in the paint, how it looks all gross, a little hazy. I take that and I turn it into that. That looks nasty, huh? Well, if you want your paint to look like this, 813-846-4406 or premiumcustomdetailing.com. I've got the fender corrected already, and I've also corrected the front part of this driver door, and you can see right there where the tape line was. So you've got nasty paint. See if I can get you a good shot. There we go. All those swirls and that haziness, and then BAM! We hit you with the clearness. So, kind of gross. Looking good. I'm going to continue on. Alright, I'm wrapping up day 2 of this Porsche 911 Turbo. And I've corrected most of the paint. I haven't corrected the mirrors or this area. I've also not corrected... you can see the difference in the bottom of the bumper. I might go over that again. It's really hammered. This thing was really bad. So I'm probably going to compound the whole rear bumper again, as well as this area underneath the wing there. But you can see I already took care of the exhaust tips. They look amazing. And I've compounded all the way around the vehicle. The interior is all done. The wheels are all detailed. Just got to do some final compounding tomorrow morning, and then I'll polish the entire thing, and then I will get right on the OptiGuard application. But it looks good. I got all the clear bra off. The residue from the clear bra is all gone. And as you can see, I had to take the emblem off. The clear bra was taken off to put on the clear bra and then reapplied. So I took that off to get the clear bra off. But yeah, it's coming along, that's for sure. You can see how nice the wheels look. They'll look even better when they don't have a little bit of a layer of polishing dust on them, and when they get some of my Tune Performance tire and trim gel. But overall, it looks good. Got some slight compounding haze going on because the paint's so soft. But I'm happy with the way it's turning out. The interior looks brand new again, and that's awesome. I'm just still going to have to wipe down the engine and the wheels and give her a quick once over prior to the OptiGuard. So that'll probably be done when I do the alcohol wipe down. So I'm going to pack her up for the day and get at it at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. Alright, it's day 3 and I'm finally making some solid progress. I got both the mirrors and all of this paint done with the compounding. I ended up using Buff and Shine orange 4-inch pads for all the smaller areas, like in here and most of the rear bumper. You can see I got all that blackness off just by polishing. And so basically now it's time to start polishing this bad boy, finishing polish with probably going to use HD polish. It hasn't let me down yet, so I'm pretty excited to see what kind of gloss I can get out of this thing. It already looks extremely glossy and absolutely fan-friggin-tastic. So I am going to go ahead and get set up for polishing, and I'll do a 50-50 on the hood just with HD polish so that you can see what it looks like. Alright, there's no question. HD polish does it again. You can definitely see the darker red, the enhanced gloss over on the driver's side compared to what we have on the left side. That D300, the correction compound from Meguiar's, leaves an absolutely fantastic finish, with no question. Nice. It's a fantastic polish. Probably my favorite compound, with exception of the M101 from Meguiar's, for removing defects. And I say that not because it is a super duper heavy compound, because it is a very nice, well-cutting compound, but it just overall, it's easy to work with, it's easy to wipe off, it does cut really well, so that's why I like that. It also finishes out very nice, but with that extra, well, it's more than extra, it's a lot of extra just gloss that you can get out of that HD polish. It's fantastic. So I'm always a fan. Every time I use it, it impresses me. Alright, it's D-Day. About 45 minutes before she gets picked up by the client. Just want to give you a walk around of what I did. Then I'm going to try. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, so the sun's not outside beating down on us yet. And I need to get it outside and make sure there's no high spots from the OptiGuard. But so basically, just give you a rundown. I removed all the clear bra from the front of the vehicle, from the headlights, from all of the fog lamps. The whole hood was covered. I used the Dr. Colorchip paint chip repair on several chips on this area, a couple chips in the front. I did 2 steps of polishing on this vehicle to restore the fantastic shine that you see. So basically I used the Meguiar's microfiber system. Well, I shouldn't say system. I used a microfiber cutting disc with D300, the correction compound, to remove all the swirls and scratches. I followed that by using the, and I did the microfiber system with the Meguiar's G110 V2 and the W67 Pro backing plate. And then I followed the compounding with the Griot Garage polisher on speed 4 with Buff and Shine white and HD polish. That stuff's fantastic. I mean, the shine is just ridiculous, and I just haven't been able to go wrong with that yet. It's, in my opinion, the best polish on the market. So after that, I wiped the entire car down with isopropyl alcohol twice. And I then applied Optimum OptiGuard to every exterior surface except for the windows. I did the wheels, did a heavy duty detail job on these wheels. OptiGuard, the tires got 1 coat of my Tune Performance tire and trim gel. I also did a complete interior detail, cleaned all the leather, conditioned all the leather with my Dress to Impress, also wiped down all the interior panels, did the interior windows, shampooed the carpets. I vacuumed out the trunk area. I put all this stuff back in there. I'm not going to bother showing you that. I also wiped down the engine. There's not a whole lot to see there either. But I got those tailpipes cleaned in and out with my Robo Shine. They were pretty nasty, but they look fantastic now. So that's that. So I'm going to pull it outside, make sure there's no high spots on the Opti guard, and turn it over to the customer. So yeah, looking good. Opti guard went on flawlessly. I had a couple of high spots that I removed. Again, no big deal. So she's all done. I am absolutely thrilled with the job. So I removed the emblem, but as you can see, I put it back on.
Is that yours? You did that?
No, I don't know where that came from. So thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day.